Hi guys, so I'm gonna read the first appearance of Catwoman. So this is the third story in Batman #1. So the first one was Joker, second was Hugo Strange. And so let's just get started. Batman with Robin the Boy Wonder. Once more that eerie figure of the night, the Batman, and his young aide, that laughing daredevil, that young Robin Hood of today, Robin, the Boy Wonder, find themselves swimming in troubled waters. A yacht sails a sea of intrigue, while aboard her deck lures an unseen menace, a figure shrouded by an aura of mystery. Among the guests walks a young steward, Dick Grayson, who is in reality Robin the Boy Wonder. How does he come here? Why? It had come about when Bruce Wayne, the Batman, had read aloud this item in a newspaper. Wait, in the newspaper, okay. Society, Mrs. John Travers is taking a group of selected guests on a trip aboard her yacht, the Dolphin. Miss Travers will wear her famous emerald necklaces worth at least $500,000 or $500,000. A masquerade party in which something. So reading about the Travers yacht party, eh? It sure is getting a lot of publicity. Everybody knows about it. That's the trouble. Every crook in town will be thinking about stealing the necklace if he can. Do you think there might be some trouble, that something might happen? Call it a hunch. I'd like to be on that yacht tomorrow night, but I've another job to do first. I wonder. Dick, how would you like to take charge of this case until I get there in time to help you? Think you can do it alone? Me? Alone? And how? Lead me to it. But how would I get on the yacht without being suspected? I know a lot of people. I can get you a job as a steward there. From then on, you're on your own. Now listen carefully. And so it is. The young Dick Grayson is aboard the Dolphin. Better keep my eyes and ears open. Say, there's Mrs. Travers. Think I'll eavesdrop. Ah, Denny, my favorite nephew. Where have you been? Hello, Aunt Martha. I want you to meet Miss Peggs. She's a guest of mine. I hope you don't mind my bringing her aboard. Nonsense. Glad to have Miss Peggs. Thank you. Ever since I sprained my ankle, Denny has been escorting me about. A fine young boy, your nephew, a fine boy. Dick pumps one of the regular steward. Must be a nice fellow, her nephew, to escort an old woman around like that. Him? He's a rat. Probably hanging around to get some of money out of her. He's always been borrowing dough from his Aunt Mrs. Travers. They all try to get dough out of her. See that guy who just walked over? That's their doctor, Wallace. Gambles all his dough away. And then he borrows money from Mrs. Travers. I bet he owes her plenty. Sometime later, as Dick passes a cabin. Voice sounds like a quarrel. No, I won't lend you a cent, Roger, and that's final. But I need it to cover my stock losses, please. Just because you're my brother doesn't mean I must finance all your stupid plunges in the stock market. I'll be ruined, and you'll be the cause of it all. I'll get that money somehow, some way. Woo. Looks like this yacht isn't the safest place in the world for a necklace worth $500,000. As he turns a corner, he sees Denny furtively throw a paper over the rail. If ever a guy looked guilty about something, he does. Wonder what's in that paper. By a queer quirk of fate, the wind seizes the paper and tosses it back on the deck. What a break! Now to read it. The letter. Keep your aunt away from room. Will there. We'll see then. Or from, okay. The cat, so that's Catwoman. The cat, Mrs. Travers, is keeping her necklace in her room till the big party later. I better get out to the room right away. Suddenly a scream splits the night air. I've been robbed! My necklace has been stolen! Help, quick! Too late, the cats got here first. Necklace gone. I've had this private detective guarding my safe, and when I came here I found him like this. Oh, my necklace gone. Oh, Denny, what will I do? Don't worry, Martha. We'll find it for you. Hello there. Stand by. At that moment, a boat approaches, cleaving the murky waters. Swiftly it draws alongside the yacht, its form indistinct because of this dense fog. What do you want? Who are you? Coast Guard, we're coming aboard. Coast Guard, police, they'll find my necklace. Of course they will. I'll fetch them here at once. But instead of the Coast Guard, quite the reverse. Why, you're not the Coast Guard. Raise your hands high, all of you. You're a bright boy. You must have got high marks in school. Get this, Captain. If any of your men just so much as moves a finger, I'll spray these people with lead. We're taking over the boat. Captain, tell the sailors to lay down their arms. We don't want anyone to get hurt. Yes, ma'am. In a few moments, all the crew is locked below and the guests lined up on the deck. Now, Mrs. Travers, you can hand over that necklace of yours. Or say, she's gone nuts. What's she laughing about? You're too late. Ha ha, it's already stolen. What's this? Hand over the necklace. Hand over the necklace. It's true. It was just taken when you came. We thought you were the Coast Guard and might hold an investigation. But now... Can you imagine that? Someone stole it before we did. What a crook. You can't trust anybody these days. And while we're at... Coast Guard or not, we're still gonna hold an investigation right now. Come on, boys, frisk 'em. And while we're at it, we might as well take whatever else is around. So I don't know if that goes before that, or I guess it doesn't. Never remember. Anyways, so I'm an idiot. Again, I'm an idiot. As one of them approaches a woman. Okay, baby, let's have that bracelet. Come on, give it to me. Take your hands off her, you dirty thief. A fresh guy, huh? I'll take that out of you. But hurtling through the air, Dick Grayson. Mustn't play with guns. Might hurt somebody. I don't like your face. I think it'll change its appearance. Get that kid. You gotta get me first. A headlong dive. Nothing like a cold plunge. A rain of death follows the plummeting figure. The boy's figure hits the water to remain below. Did you get him? He ain't come up yet. Sure, boss, we got him. We don't miss. But the gunman is wrong. There are times they do miss, and this was one of them. Think I better get out of these clothes and into character. Well, we can't kick. We got more than the necklace is worth in dough and jewels in the bag. We gotta scram. Sorry, boss. Not one of this bunch has a necklace on 'em. Let's go. The Coast Guard may be here any minute. Come on. Upon the deck of the Dolphin, the gunmen quickly gather their loot. A moment later, the boat roars away from the wake of the yacht. Well, we certainly got away with a nice haul, even though... Say, boss, look. A boat after us. It's a fast one. She'll be on us in a minute. Give 'em a taste of lead. A hail of lead greets the boat button on. She comes like a huge juggernaut. Give it to him. He ain't stopping. Keeps right on coming. As the pursuing boat draws near, a familiar fake figure launches off. Batman. What the? A rope! Abruptly, a hissing sound and... Sorry, you can't talk to these men now. They're a little tied up. From atop the cabin roof, Robin, the boy wonder. Robin, The gunmen are disarmed. How did you get here? The trail got cold on my other case, so I drove to the yacht. When I saw this launch speeding away, I figured something was up, so here I am. Robin, I've always wondered just how brave a crook is without his gun. I'd like to try a little experiment, and you're going to prove it. How? I'm going to show the kids of America how yellow you rats are without your guns. I'm going to let Robin here take 4 of you on, all at the same time. So I guess they started getting rid of Batman. They started getting rid of Batman's guns around this time because they wanted to make Batman more kid-friendly, so he wouldn't kill anybody. Because they just introduced Robin, right? That's why they make his cowl. His cowl looks a lot like friendlier in that. The guy's nuts. 4 of us against that kid? Haha. That's my proposition. Take it. And how? Just let me get my hands on him. A moment later, a startling scene takes place. 4 grown men pit their strength against that of a lone boy. We'll knock the kid silly. I'm afraid you're the ones who are going to feel silly. Robin acts with the speed of thought. Fancy bumping into you boys way out here. Then a fist that shoots out with the force of a piston rod. Come, boys, how about a little competition? What happened? Did we hit a reef? Come on, boys, get up just once more. Tisk, tisk. Once more a launching attack, but Robin is ready and quite able. Oh, foof. I didn't quite get what you said. Another thunderbolt below, and then... ho-hum. The frightened men show their true color. No, don't hit me again. I quit. You win. Hey, where you boys going? Let's play some more. Take it easy, kid. How about these boys, Batman? Not a bad idea. Would you fellows like to try a joust with the kid? Not me. No, get that kid away from me. If I only had my gun. Well, kids, there's your proof. Crooks are yellow without their guns. Don't go around admiring them. Rather do your best in fighting them and all their kind. So Batman does a PS. Batman does like a PSA in the middle of... I don't know if I should make this the thumbnail or not. He does like a PSA in the middle of the comic. But and a moment later, with the jewels in their possession, and the men trussed up, Batman and Robin speed away. And then I picked up this paper with the message from the cat. Looks like Denny, Mr. Travers' nephew, is in with the cat. Tell me about the passengers you suspect might be the cat. So it's either her gambling Dr. Wallace or stock-playing brother, Roger. Looks that way, doesn't it? But you never can tell. Now listen. Aboard the yacht, the guests are trying to forget their losses by holding a masquerade party. And now I will award this cup to the person who has the most original costume. Why aren't you in costume, Miss Peggs? I'm too old for that sort of thing. Besides, my ankle, it bothers me too much. Thank you for helping me up the steps. At that moment, a figure steps down from the stairway onto the dial. Dial's dressed in a weird costume. Look, what a strange costume. He's dressed as a Batman. What a clever idea. He ought to get the prize. An ironical joke takes place. It's been decided that your costume of the Batman is most original here tonight. The cup is yours. Thank you. I accept the cup. And now, if I may, I would like to fill it with... With drink, sir? No, dear lady, with your stolen property. I've recovered it, you see. I really am the Batman. The Batman? He really is. Our money, our jewels. Batman in person, how thrilling. At the moment, a loud clanging of a bell is heard. The fire alarm. Fire alarm, the ship is on fire. Get to the lifeboats. As the panic-stricken people dash out, the Batman notices a strange thing. Mrs. Peggs is running like a much younger person, and without a limp. It worked. There goes Miss Peggs. Nice legs for... okay. For an old woman. That's kind of out of yeah, I don't want to put this anyway. The captain appears and shouts out words that almost hypnotize the people to order. Stop! There's no fire. It's a false alarm. Some crazy fool must have set the alarm off as a joke. A false alarm. I wonder, the Batman. He's after me. It's a trap. But even as she descends the stairs, a figure hurtles atop of her. Robin the Boy Wonder comes through again. My mother never told me to fight with a lady, but this time I'm making an exception. The Batman takes charge. Now I'm going to show you what the real cat looks like. I've heard tales about the cat before in the underworld. I can hardly wait. Black hair is revealed under the gray wig. First off, with the wig. You. The makeup wax is quickly rubbed off. Let go of me. Quieter, Papa Spank. Okay. Swiftly, the swaddling frock is removed, and there in the place of old Miss Peggs, a beautiful young woman. Well, what's the matter? Have you ever seen a pretty girl before? Well, Cat, it seems like I got you at last. Now let's take a look at that bandage. What's the use? I know when I'm licked. Go ahead. There under the bandage, the missing Trevor necklace. Woo. No wonder you wanted to steal them. They're perfect. $500,000. How did you know she was the cat and not Dr. Wallace or Roger? The note dropped by Denny, Mrs. Trevor's nephew, said she had an accomplice. You remember you said Miss Peggs was a guest of Denny's, not his aunt. And then, you had the kid turn in a false alarm to trap me. Clever. Abruptly, Denny! I'll take that, Batman. As long as you want it, here. Boy, he's colder than a dead mackerel. Batman, I was supposed to give Denny half of the jewels. Why don't you come in as a partner with me? You and I together. You and I, king and queen of crime. We'll make a great team. With you as my partner, we'll... Sorry, your proposition tempts me, but we work on different sides of the law. Let's go. With the jewels given to Mrs. Travers and her nephew locked in his cabin, the Batman and Robin are homeward bound with the cat. Well, we're home. There's the wharf now. Why didn't you leave me behind on the yacht instead of taking me to the police yourself? I've got my reasons. Suddenly, the cat leaps to her feet and... Watch her, she's jumped aboard! Fancy that. As Robin makes ready to jump after the cat, the Batman clumsily bumps into him. Hey! Oops, sorry, Robin. By the time he recovered, or they recovered, the cat made good her escape. Well, what's she gonna do? Apparently she's in the middle of the ocean. She has like high heels on, or whatever. Anyway, too late, she's gone. And say, I bet you bumped into me on purpose. That's why you took her along with us, so she might try a break. Why, Robin, my boy, what ever gave you such an idea? Nice night, isn't it? Lovely girl, what eyes. Say, mustn't forget I've got a girl named Julie. Oh well, she still had lovely eyes. Maybe I'll bump into her again sometime. Oh yeah, Julie, Matt, yeah. Yeah, so, Batman might cheat on his girlfriend. But, So many of our readers have written us such nice letters that we decided to show our appreciation. Therefore, on the back of the cover of the magazine, you will find a full-page autographed picture suitable for framing of both Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder. This is our way of saying thanks, Bob Kane. And I said last time, I think I read the Comic Tropes did a video on Bob Kane, and apparently he wasn't a very nice person, so that's why I'm not reading his name out. But, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry I've been messing up a lot of the words in this comic. It's really late in the night when I'm recording this. Yes, sorry about that, but if you guys could like, comment, or subscribe, That'd be appreciated, and I'll see you guys later.